You expect me to believe this dude's gonna bang this hot dog girl, then make her sleep on the floor? Unbelievable. Dogs sleep at the foot of the bed. Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World is yet another title in the unending flood of isekai about generic boy men sent to alternate realities where they get to live the dream of getting bitches. Literally and figuratively in this case. This thing speedruns the standard isekai tropes. Truck-kun got stiffed on his cameo, it doesn't waste any time on the main character's backstory, and they skip the whole talking to girls phase of the harem collectathon by just having slavery be cool and normal in this world. Protagonist Kun Michio spends about 10 seconds wrestling with the moral implications of slavery, then he sees a rockin' pair of titties attached to a super hot doggy waifu and completely gets on board with the idea. This slave trader dude played him like a damn fiddle! Awooga! Hamana hamana hamana! Instead of going on and on about how this I can't believe it's not shield hero slavery shit feels weird to me, I thought I'd do a little investigation into the Crunchyroll comments that make up a decent part of the online discourse surrounding this show. Because this shit is wild and every kind of opinion is present. Though they are in nearly universal agreement that the censorship is upsetting. Now, I deep throat anime rom-coms. Nagatoro is my favorite series now because I want her to bully me, and I love what her English dub actor brought to the table.
Hey, Senpai! Do you want to go to the festival? It would be a shame if you missed out because you had no one to go with, so why don't we go tonight, just the two of us? Senpai, you're nowhere near done. We're only about halfway there. You know what they call someone like you who lets everyone down? Loser! Oh man, I'm sorry. Am I making you angry? I bet you're getting all butthurt because the younger girl is laughing at you and making fun of you, huh? Wanna kick my butt? Gotta catch it first, and that's not gonna happen until you get off yours! I think I know the answer anyway. Did you get hard?
Can we drop this cheese?
You did! Want me to squeeze it again? Oh my, how lewd!
But I'm also a nasty bitch and I have braingasms when anime characters kiss or have sex. That one scene near the end of Tokyo Ghoul Re made that pile of shit worthwhile for me, and I often think about that slimy tonguing Echidna gave Roswaal in ReZero. Hang on, gotta go take care of something. Okay, I'm good now. While I prefer a little romance with my ecchi, I also appreciate when these fuckers take the bullet train straight to Pound Town, because sex scenes happen so infrequently in mainstream anime that they're like unicorns, or vaginal orgasms. Plus, the buildup of sexual tension usually goes on for so long that by the time Nagatoro kissed Senpai on the cheek, my blue balls made me shoot ropes as if I had just watched her jump his bones. For real, I saw a scan of them holding hands in the manga and I almost cried. What is happening to me? Anyway, Harem in the Labyrinth has almost none of that cutesy gay shit I enjoy so much, and I still love it. Why? Because it's based as fuck. The obligatory RPG shit is actually pretty cool. The censorship is a massive creative trolling perpetrated by the publisher to drive sales of the incoming uncensored Blu-ray. And it sent me so deep into horny jail that my SJW brain implant has no chance of breaking me out. I won't kid myself. You don't give a fuck what I think about ethics and art. So I'll just say that the bones I popped while watching this thing's first episodes were very uncomfortable. But I'd rather riff shitty jokes about the comments section than write a moralizing essay about softcore slave hentai. So, enough foreplay. Behold, the fury of 1,000 weebs denied their nudes. Episode 1 has the second most comments right now, just under the one with the first sex scene, of course, and most of them are screeching about censorship. What is the point of censoring something designated for mature audiences? Duh, bro. Haven't you seen this smash hit video I'm editing right now? A little bit of research, that's a fancy word for Googling your exact questions, will tell you they have 3 versions of the show. TV Broadcast Edition, which is what Crunchyroll got, Harem Edition, which removes the audio censoring, and Super Harem Edition, which is raw and uncut. This is how they're gonna get the money. People squeal about the censorship, which generates hype for the uncensored Blu-ray, then you either pirate it or buy it later to see the titties. That means more profit than just streaming it uncensored. And it doesn't even matter if you pirate it because the public wrath did their marketing for them. Some people will lose respect for Passion or erroneously for Crunchyroll, but if they make more money, they'll make more horny shit, and I'll make more erections. Everybody wins. Can we all appreciate the starting city isn't a fucking circle with a river flowing through it, but a Giga Chad square? Finally, some realism. An astute observation, but it is the almighty triangle that is the true Giga Chad among shapes. Man, just thinking how fucking hard it would be IRL to make a regular circle wall around a city or a square. Circles are hard in Minecraft, so the same must hold true in real life. Incredibly difficult shape. Uncensored spurting blood? Check. Uncensored legal sex trafficking through slavery mechanics? Check. I guess we all have our kinks, and I can tell the blood and gore fetish modern society has is on full display even here. Oh buddy, great points. Don't even get me started on my blood and gore fetish. You had me chubbed up at spurting blood. It reminds me of my crimes and how I got away with all of them. This guy's really missing the point. Sex sells because Catholics don't like it. Unless it makes more Catholics, but even then it's gotta be shameful and insipid. But they fucking love them some gruesome violence. I don't think the MC is a bad person, but I also can't support some of the actions designed for him. Counterpoint. I'm gonna quote part of your sentence here out of context, just like how you're trying to judge this man outside of the context of his new society. The MC is a bad person. I rest my case. According to cultural relativism, everyone is wrong. Turned out to be an uncomfortable-ass rape hentai. You know, they're not really wrong. But the suggestion that he wakes up and it was all a dream is creatively bankrupt. That shit sucks. And of course he got a boner. I'm honestly surprised that was the only one they showed. How could you not be constantly hard with Roxanne wagging that hashtag goals thigh gap in your face all the time? The MC actually has sex with his harem? What kind of nonsense is this? You're supposed to be afraid and run from them while they throw themselves at you, my guy. 100% agree. They shouldn't fuck until I've experienced so many rom-com shenanigans that I'm stuffed to the gills with salty just leaking out of my eyes. I've had girls tell me that's just crying, but how come I always do it while watching anime or during sex? Just kidding. I've never had sex. I wish the anti-censorship people would go away. Most know what websites to visit. I am here for the trashy story. If I want to see naked girls and sex, I know where to go. I am not forcing anyone to stop complaining because you have the right to. But I have a right to tell you you are annoying. No notes. This is a pretty cool guy. He likes trash like I do. He jokes off and doesn't afraid of anything. And that screen name is killer. Dirthquake. Fucking great portmanteau. You have the right to remain radical, Chumba. We also have the right to tell you you are wrong. I don't even know what this guy's point is. Wrong about what? Dirthquake is annoyed by the anti-censorship comments flooding the discourse. He's not even saying the censorship is good or bad. Whatever, this dude doesn't even have a fucking slime avatar. What a cuck. Off to cartoons, who does that? LOL slavery. What the fuck, man? Bro, what is bleep and bleep? According to my research, this very confusing line is supposed to read, she is innocent and a virgin. Only using 4 asterisks to represent those concepts is indeed frustrating, especially when a virgin is made to look like it's just one word. But the way this guy asks is fucking hilarious to me. I'm picturing him exhaling after hitting a blunt like, bruh, what is blank and blank? I don't know. I was able to use context clues and figure out he was saying she was a virgin even before I saw the uncensored version. She looked all bashful with her titties out. The slave trader says some more blanks and you find out humans and beastkin can't breed. So Michio is free to goosh inside all he wants. It just, thought I had to drop that load on you somewhere in this. Damn, I love me some Big TT Slave Beach too. God. Oh my god, that's going in the thumbnail. So we can have the rape scene from Goblin Slayer, but have to censor panty shots and bleep out words such as virgin and innocent? This is worse than when Funimation cancelled interspecies reviewers. Well, when you're right, you're right. No, I'm wrong about him being right. Nothing, not even slavery, is worse than when Funimation cancelled interspecies reviewers. Oh my god, satire, don't cancel me.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Crunchyroll, if you're reading this, please note that you lost a premium user because of this censoring. Look at Disney and Netflix. Yeah, look at Disney and Netflix, Crunchyroll. The number 2 and number 4 most valuable media companies in the world. You tell them, Gojo. It's an anime. Get over yourselves. I keep seeing ones like this in response to people having reasonable concerns with the many layers of fuckery in this whole dynamic of a slave being forced to fuck her owner. Whether she consented or not, and whether slaves can even consent. They can't. But there's a more important issue that no one's really talking about. It's heavily implied that this virgin boy made Roxanne during their first time. Probably hasn't found the clitoris yet, nor does he know what to do with it. But he does have this isekai cheat where he can respec his shit on the fly. Homeboy must have moved all of his bonus points to the dick game attribute. This dude really is considering buying a slave, huh? Even if they aren't human, slavery is not a good thing, and I believe he is truly despicable for conforming to this world's rules. Okay, bog standard correct assessment, but this guy's reply fucking killed me. So woke, so brave. You go, Short King. What the fuck is he trying to say? Is it woke to think slavery is bad, or is he just roasting the other guy for saying something so obvious? And why call him a Short King? These fucking alpha weebs bullying beta weebs down here in the trenches. It's unreal. While I think the situation is pretty gross, owning another person, I can get past that for the sake of the story if the MC is a decent person who gives that slave a better life. This guy forces her to have sex the first night he owns her, despite it being painfully obvious she doesn't want to. Devil's advocate, she does seem to accept that it's gonna happen, and she nods when he asks her if he can put it in. The slave trader says that she'd previously agreed to fuck her owner, but that sounds like some grooming/indoctrination shit. And besides, slaves, by definition, cannot give true consent to anything. But I love this insane reply. He literally murdered people to buy a sex slave. You watched up to this point knowing that. Are you blind or just plain stupid? Like, again, what is this dude's point? You signed up for some edge, so get to edging, libtard. I guess his point is that serial murder is worse than rape, but like, I don't know, I just find this infighting to be funny as piss. I like how all these freaking PC people on here complaining about my dude. It's a anime/hentai, what the fuck you expect? Damn, you people want to sanitize everything till nothing is good. Just bland shit devoid of anything creative or fun. Literal cancer. My dude wanted some poo-tang, he got poo-tang. Deal with it. If you watch the first couple episodes, this isn't a shock. It's literally a censored hentai. Fucking poo-tang, my dude. I guess I don't socialize enough, but it's kinda shocking to see that there are plenty of right-leaning weebs out there. Like, I figured you had to be a beta leftist for an anime addiction to last into adulthood, but no, It would seem that degeneracy crosses the aisle. Kinda makes me feel better about myself. Fucking Poo-Tang though, man. That's some funny ass shit. I'm gonna have to remember that. You were supposed to destroy the rapist, not join them!
Hello there.
Anybody who continues to watch this is the true definition of a dirty Discord mod with 5 chins who walks around barebutt, pleasing themselves whenever and wherever they can. I feel personally attacked by this. Masturbation is very healthy, and being naked rules. Fuck you, guy. All y'all hoes complaining how it's rape and how he's a bad person. Just look at me in the eyes and say you wouldn't do the same fucking thing. Skull emoji. Wait, so like, because your hypothetical straw man might have done the same things as this fictional character, it wasn't rape? Hell yeah, dog. That's the kind of logic that makes me want to suck on a tailpipe till I can't think anymore. In all seriously, if I were in this protag's position, I'd absolutely do everything he did, up to and including buying Roxanne. But then I'd insist on becoming her slave, because I want to be her bitch. The slave trader explains she has consented to doing the deed with her master. Again, lots of people don't seem to understand that slavery strips a human being of their autonomy. A slave cannot say no to their master because of the possible consequences. It essentially renders them an object. Nobody bats an eye when I microwave a cantaloupe and fuck it, because it was never capable of consent. Unless I do it at the grocery store. But I don't think the cantaloupe's free will is the issue there. She was doing the contract to pay for her family's bills. Everything she is doing is out of desperation. Yeah, so Roxanne wasn't born a slave. She allowed herself to be sold to pay for her family's tax debts, which... So apparently in the source material, Roxanne started to develop her giant knockers pretty young, and some guy was so horny for those swelling peaks that he left his fiancée. So that lady lashed out at Roxanne's aunt by somehow making it impossible for her to earn enough money to pay the family's taxes. Zip zap zop, that's really fucking bleak. So yeah, this is a system where I'm assuming that a woman who enters into a slavery contract can quote-unquote opt in to a sex option that would surely raise her price, which she would have only done to increase the benefit her sacrifice would bring to her family. Roxanne only agreed to those terms under duress to help her loved ones survive in an overly exploitative capitalist system. So she definitively does not have the freedom over her own body to consent to sex with her owner. That's like saying you can consent to sex at gunpoint, but with extra steps. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna do this. Jokes. It's a good thing she doesn't have like 8 dog tits or some shit, huh? Just 2 really huge jiggly biglies. But if you only see the censored version, there's no way to know she doesn't have like 4 nips on each of those udders. This is a male gaze heavy power fantasy story, and I'm not mad about it like I initially thought I'd be. My little lecture aside, there's a scene the morning after their first porking where Roxanne sleepily kisses Michio like he asked her to do every morning from now on. And it genuinely feels like one of those sickeningly sweet things that happen between a new couple. They're not an equal couple, and it was technically an order, but I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen something like that in an anime, and it made me feel some things I haven't felt in a while. It's cute as fuck. Roxanne seems to be into him at this point, probably because of the dude's gentleness and astounding pipe-laying skills. This anime has given rise to a lot of confused boners, and honestly that's kinda refreshing. I'm just a little proud of the weebs who came out against slavery, but that's a very low bar. I remember how viciously people defended Sesshomaru grooming his child bride in Yashahime. Don't at me. Actually do, I need the engagement. Without doing a full statistical analysis, I'd estimate the comments were probably like 50% people feeling conflicted but still watching, 30% calling that group a bunch of moralist cucks, 10% dropping the show in disgust, and another 10% just memeing. It's a good spread. In the end, Harem in the Labyrinth of Another Isekai is supremely authentic smut. The censorship is a funny as shit business decision, and I really like it in spite of myself. I hope they don't cock it up later because I'm having a blast. Totally not j***ing off to those slobbery tonguing scenes. My only concern is that I might get sad when Homeboy starts fucking other slave girls because I need Roxanne to be happy, and jealousy might be a factor. But so far, 10 out of 10. Anime of the year. This is really as close as you can get to hentai without watching hentai, and you can just watch it for the plot. Not a fan of slavery, but my penis might be, question mark? Come on, Chi. Let's get the fuck out of here.